Hi, my name's Stella Ducklow. I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia, and I'm studying photography at Nova Scotia College of Art and Design. My dad was a photographer for 20 years for the Daily News, and he's had an influence on me because he's fearless as a photographer and as a person, and he's very outspoken. And he's given me a lot of the courage that I have to stand up and speak out about mental illness. I want people to know one thing, that I'm a person with bipolar disorder and I'm still functional and I still have a career and I still go to school and I have a life and I have friends. I want people to see that somebody who admittedly has this illness can still function at a high level. What I hope to do is make an international project on psychiatric wards around the world, because I feel it's an international problem that's not being looked at, and I want to highlight how people are being treated on that level. The 4 South project is going to be shown here, and it's a really important project to me, especially because I was on that ward when I was a teenager, and I felt that I was treated very unfairly and that the people there are not living in the proper conditions. And so I'm really happy that people are actually going to see what that ward looks like. I think that people don't really understand mental illness because they don't see the facilities that people are treated in. So what I hope to have happen is to have like a reaction, and so maybe there'll be some changes made there. I have bipolar II disorder. It's a little bit harder to diagnose. But typically I think it takes 8 years and 6 doctors. It's a chronic illness that I experience, and that I have, low depressive moods, and that I experience also hypomanic episodes where I sort of work at this elevated level and I have really pressured speech and I get a lot of stuff done, but I always feel like everything's moving too slow. And so I usually shift between those 2 extremes. A big problem with the mental health system too is there's not really a transition between like super acute care and basic maintenance. It's just like there's only help when you're in serious, serious trouble. Going back into that psych ward with a camera and teaching workshops there was extremely empowering, because the times when I was there as a teenager, I was totally stripped of my power. I mean, I couldn't do anything without permission. And then I was allowed to actually return to that place in a position of power and be able to photograph, and it was very cathartic. The youth are really receptive to talking to me. I'll always go there with short sleeves, and I'll have my scars and my tattoos and stuff, and they know, I say to them straight up, I've been in this ward, I have mental illness, I know what you're going through. And they really relate to me, and at first they don't really want to talk to me, and then after a certain amount of time they become very responsive, because I'm not another social worker, and I'm not a nurse, and I'm not there to judge them, and I'm not there to read the DSM at them. I'm just somebody who's been through the same thing they've been through and come out the other end okay.